in your hair, jewelry everywhere. Feet don't even touch the ground, no. All the streets are paved with gold, you know. Wave your hands to the sky, all praises to the Most High, who given us the light and raising up the 12 tribes. Wave your hands to the sky, all praises to the Most High, who given us the light and raising up the 12 tribes. Oh, loudmouth women, effeminate men, men in skirts, women in pants, but Christ gave us all a chance to rule the earth again. Picture this, my friend. Picture gold dust in your hair, jewelry everywhere. Feet don't even touch the ground, no. All the streets are paved with gold, you know. Wave your hands to the sky, all praises to the Most High, who given us the light and raising up the 12 tribes. Wave your hands to the sky, all praises to the Most High, who given us the light and raising up the 12 tribes. Oh, loudmouth women, effeminate men, men in skirts, women in pants, but Christ gave us all a chance. Picture gold dust in your hair, jewelry everywhere. Feet don't even touch the ground, no. All the streets are paved with gold.
Forgiven Lord, forgiven Lord, forgiven Lord. Forgiven Lord, forgiven Lord. No.
Someone's got that secret sauce.
Yeah. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Yeah. Forgive them, Father, for they know. I can't complain, no sinning in vain. I can't control my brain, but I took some change. So they don't change, then they gon' feel the flame. Things can't be the same. I just wanna see them live. Thinking about my niggas when they hit my phone. I can never go where they wanna go. Communication even won't corrupt my soul, won't corrupt my soul. Thinking about my niggas when they hit my phone. I can never go where they wanna go. They either smoking weed or they chasing hoes. They don't really know. Stop the sinning, yo. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Forgive them, Father, for they don't know.
Someone's got that secret sauce.
Stop sinning, stop sinning, stop sinning, yeah, stop sinning, stop sinning.
Mic check.
Shalom.
Shalom, Israel. We back.
Lionz Den is back.
All right.
Sunday,
Okay,
Sunday,
get
6
the
p.m. That's right. You are tuned into the Lionz
Let's
Den.
allow this
Radio show.
catch up so we
Man.
can kind of see what we're doing, see ourselves on it. Y'all
I
give
see
us a
error.
second.
Something went wrong. That's what I see.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not our fault.
Hey,
They gotta type a yes or no.
Hey, type a yes if you can see and hear us clearly. Yes if you can see and hear us clearly tonight on the Lionz Den radio show.
All right. Give us 1 second while we set it up. It's been a minute. For those of you that have been tuning in with us, Lionz Den radio show, you already know how we bring content. You already know, how we get down on the show. We do have our motto. What is our motto, Officer Elidar? What is it, brother?
We do not ignore evil. We seek to expose
We
it.
seek to expose it. Absolutely. So we're going to go into a couple topics today. Our title for our topic, title subject is today the beginning of sorrows.
Yes,
Today
sir.
we're going into the beginning of sorrows. So I assume that everybody can hear. Somebody got one yes.
Yes, I see some yeses, some whys. They can see and hear us
One
clearly.
yes, how many? We got one viewer.
Okay,
All right.
okay. All right.
Make sure y'all share the link, share the class, get everybody that that is trying to come into the truth, trying to get familiar with what it is that they're supposed to be doing, whatever they're supposed to be looking out for, because we're gonna go into a lot of topics that a lot of our people are missing. It's a lot going on in this world, but everybody's distracted. Everybody's caught up into their own business, just like we read about in the days of Lot. Until the Most High rained down upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights and destroyed everybody upon the planet Earth besides Noah and his family. So we're going into it. The topic is the beginning of sorrows. Again, we have plenty of videos. We have plenty of things we want to show you to kind of show you where we are, where we stand as it is today. In 2018, what are God's people doing? Are we focused and we waiting on the Lord's coming? Are we waiting for the football game? Are we waiting for a president that's going to fix stuff? What do y'all think we
They're
doing?
waiting for all that. They're waiting for the president. They're waiting for the football game.
Somebody not waiting for the president. Somebody just waiting for the football game. Like, I don't care who in all.
I know what they're waiting on.
Play the
They're
football
waiting
game.
for all kind of things.
Because some people out there don't know us. So what they waiting on first is tell them who you are, Cap.
I'm Captain Kabosh of Israel United in Christ.
If you don't know, they know who he is. They know who we are. We ain't no newcomers
The
here.
mighty Captain Kabosh.
Sister said, "Welcome back from Newark." Yeah, we back. We back.
All praises to the Most High. We back. Who are you, officer?
Officer Kimuel.
Officer Elidar.
Officer Maciel.
All praises to the Most High. We're going to have fun with this show today. And guess what? We do have a call-in number. We're going to open up the lines. Let's say we open up the lines. Let's see about what? Let's do what? 7:30? 8 o'clock?
That late? The show was over at 8 o'clock.
Oh, it is over, yeah. We had a little bit more time before.
We open up at 6:30.
Let's get to the first
6:30.
intermission.
All right.
If y'all feel need to
get to
call
that
in,
first
call in
intermission.
and make a comment.
Okay, yeah, call in and make a comment. And we do want to make it short. We don't want to take up too much time with the calls because we have a lot to show. But if you do call in, make sure it's a topic or anything that's a question, comment pertaining to the show, and keep it at a minimum of 5-10 minutes. All right, so I'm gonna give you the number here: 407-545-4624. I'm gonna say that again. 407-545-4624. Call in with any questions or comment in regards to the show.
That's right.
All right.
So can we read the scripture
Let's get it.
for the content today? We're going to go to Matthew chapter 24. We're going to start at verse 3. You read that out?
Yep.
All right.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of the coming and of the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
So all these things, you're going to have people that are going to deceive you, saying that I am Christ. You're going to have wars and rumors of wars and pestilences. You're going to have earthquakes, hurricanes. These things, Christ said, are the beginning of sorrows.
Now I want to go back real quick. You just said something within that real quick. Matter of fact, just bear with me. I got to take
Those
this.
things is happening.
Okay.
They
Give me 1
definitely
second.
happening.
So
Those
read
things are
that
definitely happening.
read that last part, verse 7 and 8 again.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
So Christ is telling us that we have to be prepared. He said, all these are the beginning of sorrows. And we have a lot of content to show you that these things are happening in the earth today. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into that first video. Let's get that introduction video. You got it, Cap?
I do.
All right.
Hold on. I want to pull this out real quick. Real quick. I'm going to send a video on the Telegram. This is something I just thought about. As soon as you said this, it just brought this to my mind. Get real quick. Where is it? I want to get straight to it. Give me I gotta give it to you before you get it to me, right? Okay, let me share it with you. Hold on.
So again, that phone number is 407-565-4624.
Okay, give me that
Or
video.
545-4624. I'm sorry.
All right, give me that video that I just sent you. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Now we just read Matthew 24. Christ was telling you things that will come to pass to let you know that his coming is nigh. Now, here's the thing about this. When you read verse 8 and 24, it says, all of these are the beginnings of sorrows. A lot of people will look at these signs and say, well, why Christ ain't show up yet? These are just the beginnings of these things. And the prophecies can still be far off to come, but he's telling you that these are the signs that will come to pass. Because you'll see some people that look at these things and say, this stuff been happening. The Bible ain't prophesied that. That stuff been happening. People been fighting. People been talking about rumors of war. There been earthquake. There been pestilence. There will always be some, and there always will, they'll always be here. Now, what people miss is that these things are the beginnings of sorrows. Now, when you read behind that verse, it's talking about many false prophets will arise, and then it also talks about the love of many are waxing cold. Now, these are signs that even draw more closer. You'll never get in a chronological order about when Christ will return, because then you would be already prepared. He wants to deal with those that are faithful. When he tells you that he's going to come and he's going to show up, and he's going to come in as a thief in the night, that's how he's going to show up. He's not going to tell you when he's going to come. It's your job to be prepared. So he'll give you the things that will come to pass before he shows up. But again, these things can be far off. So again, this is like the same thing he told the woman at the well. He said the Most High is looking for true believers. He's looking for those that are going to worship him in spirit and in truth. It's easy for somebody to look at the book of Revelation and say, okay, I got one more plague before he comes. Then I can get it right before that verse there happens. He's not dealing with it that way. He's going to give you signs to let you know that he's beginning to visit the earth. But again, that's not his showing. He doesn't play like that. He's dealing with the faithful. But I want to show you how true this Bible is let you know that we're right around the corner from it. Because everything that he's spoken about rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, many being delivered up to be afflicted, that is yet to come. False prophets are rising, that has happened. And also the love of many is waxing cold. We see that on the news. Every time you turn on the news, you hear somebody getting shot, 3 people dead here, 1 person shot over here by a drive-by. Look at Chicago. Look at places like California. This is the love of many waxing cold. And you start to see that within brothers that's in the faith are betraying one another. These are the signs of the time. This is the signs before Christ shows up. And also jumping down to verse 23. It says, verse 22, it says, except those days be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. A lot of people don't believe in this Bible, but everybody would agree that time is shorter than it really seems. Like we say this, man, time flies. You live in prophecy, they don't even know that's written in the book. A lot of people notice that, man, these kids are growing up so fast, it feel like it was just yesterday. That we was just doing this. It feel like time is flying. Like we don't have time for nothing. You're living prophecy without even recognizing that the Bible is a true book. Regardless if you believe it or not, you still fall within that prophecy because everybody agree with this. Everybody's feeling that there's something about to happen to this world, but nobody can put two and two together. So it's our job to bring it out. So reading on, it says, then if any man shall say, lo, here is Christ, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they might deceive the very elect. Again, Christ is dealing with the faithful. A lot of us got to see miracles before we start to believe.
Right.
You don't got to see cash fall out of the sky for you to start believing in God. That's what these pastors do to you. They tell you, God feels somebody gonna be blessed up in here with $15,000. God heard you, and it's coming. Your season is coming. I feel somebody over here gonna be blessed. They're gonna be walking very soon. They throw these false signs out there, and some of them might actually happen because they're working with demons. And you say, okay, I knew God was real. A lot of us got to see things for it to happen for us to believe. He's not dealing with you. Noah started building the ark before he seen raindrops. You understand? That's the people that he's dealing with. But again, going back to the signs that would eventually come, it says, there shall rise false Christ. Right? It says, let me see, did I miss it? Right. It says, here is Christ, and there, believe it not, for there shall arise false Christ. Here's a guy by the name of Joshua Holmes. I want you to see what people are saying about him in his church. And guess what? All of this is going to his head because he's starting to believe this stuff. Play that video real quick. I'm going to tell you to skip around to it because I forgot the point where it was. Just play it. Skip in the middle. That's the sister right there. Hold up. Play it. She might say I'm going to narrate this video because it's kind of muffled. Go ahead. Here you go.
I know that you become a normal man. Anyway, and I asked you to come now. When I first saw you, I flew past. Second time I saw you, I'm like, no, I don't see you jump. And the third time,
Okay, you might have missed it. Yeah, see it going to his head. I'm going to tell you what she said. You can stop it. You can stop that
Look
guy.
at this guy here.
You can stop it. You know what she told him?
What did she say?
You are Jesus Christ in the flesh.
That's what she said to
That's
him?
what she said to him.
Say what?
She said, you are Jesus Christ in the
Jesus
flesh.
Christ in the flesh.
Play his reaction after he heard that.
Hey, yeah, play this video. Because it's going to be something. Let's play this video. Christ in the flesh. Huh?
Look at the people in the background. Where's the rebuke? If he was a man of God, well, he should have told his sister, say, look, sis, you giving me too much glory. I don't deserve that kind of honor.
The scriptures say you worship God.
I follow Christ the same way you do. I'm not Jesus Christ in the flesh. He took that and ran with it. You can stop that garbage. I don't even
Prophet Josh. Hey, play the next video. Hit That's Christ in the flesh, right? What you saying, right?
Wait a
He-
Hey,
minute.
play the
Wait
next video
Wait
that's
a
on the
minute.
Lionz then. Play the very next. Let's see if he Christ in the flesh, will this happen to Christ in the flesh? Play the very next video.
We got Northern Kingdom saying he's Jesus too. We got to forget.
Let's
the
see
next
the
brother.
let's see what the prophet Joshua, Christ in the flesh. Let's see. Gonna hit the sound button, IT team. Unmute. There you go. Christ in the flesh. That's what she said now, right?
Your mother outside, Jesus said,
Y'all watch this video.
My plan is to do the will of the Father. That's my mother and my father. Saints, do y'all hear that? Listen. Listen, saints. This is my office. Listen. Do you hear? Do you hear? Listen. Listen. Listen.
He a lying ass motherfucker.
Listen.
He know his ass lying. His ass is lying.
Christ in the flesh, huh? That's his wife saying, "Man, you a damn liar."
Hey,
That's the prophet Joshua for you.
I'm up.
He needs some milk.
He's
Say,
a
I'm getting
liar.
divorced. Jesus told me. That's it. That's what he said. I'm getting divorced. Jesus told me.
Man, Christ say nothing about no divorce. So
Hey.
there go your prophet. For everyone that's talking about he think he Christ or whatever. Sister came in and said, "Nah, he don't listen to nothing he's saying. He's a liar." Tore that camera up on him too.
And that was before this video. This is him now being called Jesus in the flesh.
Hey, that was that sister that lifted up her voice. This one just came to beat
Hey.
him down.
And guess what? You still have people believing in
Ain't
that.
recording no class today up in here.
Still believing that. She knocked this background out.
Hey, she came in like Christ and turned that thing upside down.
Right.
Knocked this whole pearl background off.
Somebody he had his
But
office.
anyways.
Office got towed up that day.
You know, it's funny. What this goes into is actually idolatry. You know, and we know the topic of the show is the beginnings of sorrows.
Mhm.
Can I just get one verse?
Let's get it.
Psalm 16:4. Because we have to understand that it is the Most High God that is the creator of good and evil. So we're going to find out how the Most High brings sorrows on the people that go into idolatry is what we're watching right here with this brother right here. All right, so Psalm 16:4.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 16, verse 4. Their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after another God.
One more again.
Their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after another God.
And that's why a lot of people are in tribulation and going through affliction due to the fact that they worship man. Okay? And a lot of brothers, they'll say that, they'll point the finger at another brother, say that we're worshiping man when we're just reading the Bible, but in reality, they are worshiping man ignorantly, and they don't even know it. That's the sad part. That's it on that.
And you know what? I want to say something about that verse you just pulled. I want to get the book of Job 36:15. Thank you, officer.
You want me to read it?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
This is the book of Job, chapter 36, verse 15. He delivereth the poor in his affliction, and openeth their ears in oppression.
So you know what's heavy about what you just pulled, right? That when in the Christian church, where they tell people, and I heard this growing up, so it's not evil surmising, it's not false accusation. A lot of these pastors, what they tell people is that when you go through something, the devil is behind it. When you read the Bible, it tells you he that cursed Satan. Let me get that real quick. You know what I want? In Ecclesiasticus? I'm going to tie this together. Bear with me. Watch this. Let's get that real quick. I think it was in Ecclesiasticus. A man that, when the ungodly curseth Satan, he curseth his, right here. Give me that. 21:26 or 27. 21:27.
The book of Sirach, chapter 21, verse 27. When the ungodly curses Satan.
When an ungodly person, ungodly means a person that is in sin, in a willful sin, presumptuous sin, hearing the words of God and just throwing it behind his back. The ungodly person, that person end up cursing Satan. Read on.
he curseth his own soul.
That man, he curses his own soul. The false blanket that they lay upon these people in the church that was a covering but not of my covering, a spirit but not of my spirit, like Isaiah speaks about, a lying spirit. The lying spirit that they place upon the people in the church is thinking that Satan is the reason for their ills and for their sorrows and for their turmoil. If we look at it like that, then we don't turn to the maker that actually put us in those situations to learn from it. Like Job just said, he delivered the poor in his affliction, and in their ears he opened their oppression. This is when we start to acknowledge God. Or maybe I'm doing something wrong. The reason why nothing is going right is because God's hand is against me. But if we look at it and say, well, Satan is doing this, you'll never turn from your sin. You'll keep just blaming the devil, and you'll end up getting cursed because you're cursing Satan. You're cursing your own soul. Because guess what? He that sinneth is of the devil. So when you curse Satan, you cursing yourself. The pastors, they tell you that you're okay, and if anything goes wrong, you sick, you get into a car accident, you lose your job, you're behind in bills, you're going through affliction, it's the devil. Blame the devil. And you don't acknowledge God at the end of the day, who's actually putting you in that situation for you to learn from it. These pastors, they hold a lot of responsibility, and they're not telling our people what's right and what's wrong. That's why it is our job to come tell our people that they must repent. And yes, the law, statutes, and commandments, they matter. Forget about Black Lives Matter, God's laws matter. That's the reason for the Bible. It is called the book of the law for a reason. This is the book that we're supposed to be following. Christ followed it. For us to follow him, to lead us back to God, we got to do the things that Christ did. Right. Christ didn't keep Easter. Right. Christ not keeping Thanksgiving that's coming up. Christ is not keeping Christmas or Valentine's Day. Christ never followed those things. When you want to look and follow what Christ followed, you know what you have to do? Go against what the pastor said and go into the Old Testament and look in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. You will find all the high holy days that Christ kept. That's what makes you a true Christian. Okay, so we got to stop blaming the devil. I remember hearing that. Say, oh, it ain't nothing but the devil. I got a little cold, but it ain't that the devil is a liar.
The devil say what? You a liar. You the devil.
Get Job 21:17. Because we read Isaiah 45:7 that the Most High is the creator of good and evil. So let's get another account of our forefather Job. All right. And let's see who distributes the sorrows. Is it the Most High or is it Satan? Job 21:17.
You said the book of Job?
The book of Job, chapter 21, verse 17.
The book of Job, chapter 21, verse 17. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out?
So how often is the candle of the wicked put out? Because we see the wicked prospering in this earth. Go ahead.
And how oft cometh their destruction upon them?
We don't see it frequently because we see the wicked, we see them prospering in this earth because they chose to worship Satan. Read on.
God distributed sorrows in his anger.
God does what?
God distributed sorrows in his anger.
So it's the Most High God that puts these sorrows upon our people. It's the Most High God that distributes the sorrows. It's not the devil.
All right, so let's go on and get into the class. Pull up that first video, that Trump video. So what's been going on recently is you have immigrants, that's at least the wording that Trump uses, that are coming in a caravan from the South. Now, there are immigrants that come from the North, from Canada. There are immigrants that come, they fly in this country from the East. But it's something about the immigrants from the South that Trump has to try to keep out. That he has to keep those people out of the nation. Let's see what what his plan is for our brothers to the South.
The play button.
The Democrats have let immigration in our country get out of control with their horrible not allowing us to have any votes to get passage. We need Democrat votes to change the immigration laws. They haven't given us any votes, and I actually think that they will. As far as the caravan, which is very dangerous, you see what's been happening. As far as the caravan is concerned, our military is out. We have about 5,008. We'll go up to anywhere between 10 and 15,000 military personnel on top of Border Patrol, ICE, and everybody else at the border. Nobody's coming in. We're not allowing people to come in. If you look at what happened in Mexico 2 days ago, with the roughness of these people in the second caravan that's been forming, and also, frankly, in the first caravan, and now they have one forming in El Salvador, and we are thinking very seriously, immediately stopping aid to those countries, because, frankly, they're doing nothing for the American people. Immigration is a very, very big and very dangerous, a really dangerous topic, and we're not going to allow people to come into our country that don't have the well-being of our country in mind.
So he said they don't, that the people that are coming here seeking asylum don't have the well-being of the country, right?
Right. They're rapists, terrorists, and what did he say? Something. He had a name for them.
Everything negative.
They terrorists. They're just bad, very, very bad people.
Very bad people. Yeah.
Said.
So, you know, we got to touch this.
Yeah.
When they came over.
Exactly. That's the same thing I was thinking. That's what.
Well, go ahead, Officer Mike.
That's what the tribe of Gad was probably saying. These rapist terrorists coming over here.
He said it.
They have no well-being for our country.
Right.
That's what the tribe of Gad was probably saying. Reuben was probably saying about them. These people come over here, take all our stuff, break all their agreements, and now the script is flipped. They saying that about us. Trump. That's Deuteronomy. The head. That's when the lower. What is in Deuteronomy? Head should be the tail.
Right. The head should be the tail. Right. You know what Trump said? He said that our ancestors, they came over and they tamed the whole continent. You remember he said that, right?
Yeah.
He was telling you what he did. He's talking about his ancestors coming over here. They tamed the whole continent. How did they tame them? They raped, robbed, and murdered thousands of brothers and little children and women. That's how they tamed the whole continent. But then he flipped it and said, they're the rapists, they're the terrorists, and they're just very, very bad people. These people know where they belong. They know what was theirs. They coming back to it. That's what it is. They were never.
Exactly.
They never. You understand? They was over here. How they illegal aliens? Real quick, give me that real quick in the Book of Lamentations.
Exactly.
For those of you
the prophets is going out to these countries. We got brothers out in Mexico doing the work, and they waking up. The people is waking up.
The Book of Lamentations, chapter 5. Verse 1, Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach.
It says, remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. This is the difference between today's age and back then. We already knew where it was coming from back then. This is what we need to get back to. Stop looking to these other nations. We knew to look towards God and stop looking to these other nations. We knew where our trouble was coming from. It says, remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Read on.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Our inheritance, everything we own, is turned to strangers. Everything that we had is turned to strangers. Everything that we inherited is not ours. You have the Chinese, they trying to overtake Jamaica. And then you have Edomites, they taking Africa. Do you have America? Overtaken by the same people. You have what else? What else? Give me some else. What else they got? Haiti. They overtook Haiti. They just running through Haiti.
Yep.
They own and they take everything. It says our inheritance is turned to strangers. Look at the tribe of Gad. I forget where it was when they run the pipeline through the reservation. What was that?
Yeah, that's out in Dakotas.
In Dakota.
Yeah.
They run the pipeline through the land. Destroyed all of their natural resources, the water that they use. To be contaminated by the pipeline that they want to put through there because their money.
You know that story is going. They ain't talking about that story.
I know, it's covered up. We worrying about the football game.
Gad done went to sleep watching the Redskins now.
brothers.
That story is totally gone. It was a hot topic for about 2 months, and now they ain't talking about it no more.
Just like
for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, just like the oppression when we get shot down and gunned down, everybody's in uproar with it. Then something else happens. Some new Jordans come out. What happened?
A new iPhone come out.
A new iPhone came out. That's what happened. New iPhone came out.
What they up to? Number 9 right now?
Yeah, I think so. 10. Wow. See that? iPhone 10.
Wait
My
a minute.
goodness.
Wait a minute.
My goodness. Oh man. This is why they don't take our oppression seriously.
That's right. That's right.
And then when we look at it, they don't take it serious. I'm finna destroy something. What we gonna tell? Let's go get that grocery store in our neighborhood. What we gonna eat after that? I don't know. I'm mad. Burn it.
Right.
Throw a chair through it.
And get some weave.
Right.
God is good.
Man, it says our inheritance is turned to strangers. Read on.
Our houses to aliens.
And our houses to what?
Aliens.
Read on.
We are orphans and fatherless.
We are orphans and we're fatherless. Going into the murderings that they do, they're making us orphans. They're making us fatherless. If you don't know that, then look at what happened in Clearwater. I think it was Clearwater. Just a couple months ago. Father and son walk into a store.
Oh, yeah.
The wife, she parked
Right,
illegally.
right.
She did. She parked illegally. Parked in the handicap spot. Edomite get out the car. He's all up in the sister window. The brother come back out. He don't know what's going on. All he sees a man coming at the car, and his wife is in there. So he comes out, approaches him. Now the brother, what did he push the brother? He pushed
him down. Pushed the Edomite
Pushed him down. Edomite fell. The brother turns away because he see the pistol coming out.
Yeah.
Turns away. Edomite shot him square in his chest.
Yep.
Square in his chest. He fumbles in the store, falls down right in front of his son. His son could have been no more than 6, 7 years old. Lost his father right in the store, in the convenience store. And Edomite said he was trying to defend his life. The brother was walking away. He pulled out the gun. He shot him dead in his chest. Before he turned around, shot him dead in his chest. They make us orphans. They make us fatherless. The reason why they push the man out of the household and they want to support the woman is because they want to destroy marriages. In order for a woman to get support from the government, the man has to leave. I remember seeing these things going on.
We got the video.
Oh, we got videos
We got
on
the
that.
videos on there.
Let them see a pair of 11,
Show
12 pair of shoes in the house. They say, use a man up in here. This assistance ain't coming no more here.
That's right.
Whose clothes is that? There's so many videos on that. We got some old school videos to play about that. But these things are reality. They want our houses split apart. And again, this ain't even a topic. We press it for time.
Hey, it's the beginning of sorrows, though. This is what's going on to us as a people.
It says we are orphans and fatherless, and our mothers are as widows. Read on.
We have drunken our water for money.
Our possession is the earth. The Israelites, God made the earth for us. It says our water is drunken for money. Read on.
Our wood is sold unto us.
Everything that belongs to us is sold unto us. Read on.
Our necks are under persecution.
And our necks are constantly under persecution.
Literally, Eric Garner's neck was under persecution.
Absolutely. Read on.
We labor.
We read on. Read.
And have no rest.
I'm gonna show you the cycle of a black man and woman. I'm gonna show you the cycle of a black man and woman, Hispanic man and Hispanic woman. I'm gonna show you our cycle real quick. Give me that in the book of Ecclesiastes. Read that again.
Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest.
We labor and we have no rest. I'm going to show you our cycle. God got it narrowed down in the Bible. I'm going to show you something real quick. What is that? Where it says he labored and yet still far behind? You know what I'm talking about?
Damn sure don't have no rest, boy. We working around the clock, but it's becoming half sleep, dead tired.
We get the shifts that nobody want.
We work third shift warriors, boy.
19-1, is that it? All right, hold on 1 second.
You got.
Let me see if I can find this thing.
So it says, our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest. That's what happens when you are the servant class. We are the least paid. We have the worst health care. Many of us we can't afford to be off from work. We might get injured on the job. You just got to go to work hurt.
Still got to work.
Still got to work.
Got to work with a boot on your foot. Walking around digging a hole with a boot. That's some crazy oppression right there, man. That's some
that's crazy. Whoever got to do
last
that,
time
man,
y'all felt? When last time you felt rested for real? Everybody here tired right now. You just so tired. You just okay. I ain't as tired as I normally am, so I'm good.
And you know what's crazy about that? We just recently had Feast of Tabernacles, and you know we had some Edomites amongst us in Feast of Tabernacles, and because they purchased sites, so they reserved them. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you look at it, and we have no rest, is that this whole planet belongs to us, and you mean to tell me I can't put my tent here? Damn. No. We have gone low as a people.
Can't pitch a tent or dig a hole here.
Right. They stole the whole land.
What you got there, Cat?
They was having a good old time out there too.
Man, I was gonna tell the story real quick. We experienced something crazy on the fundraiser.
What happened at the fundraiser?
I had an Edomite come up and tell me. He over there doing what you call the puppet thing, the little ventriloquist. He comes up to me. I'm holding Gatorade. Cold Gatorade for $1. We doing a church fundraiser. He comes up and tell me, this is my corner. I say, what? Excuse me? This corner is public. You own this corner? Yeah, you respectful. You believe in God, you wouldn't be here. I said, I'm going to be here long as there's a sidewalk here. I said, you don't see, he said, you interfering with my business. I said, you don't see Hardee's going over to a gas station and say, you too close to us. You interfering with my business. I said, I'm not going nowhere. He said, yeah, and by the way, Jesus ain't black. I said, that's your business.
Oh, he knew who you was like, now.
They are so prideful. He knew
who you was.
They are so prideful. Man, but anyways.
Who said that? Him or the ventriloquist?
The puppet said it.
I would have rather talked to the puppet, man. He had more sense, probably, man.
Out of the mouths of dolls.
Let's get Sirach 31.
That's funny.
He said, I'm on his
31
corner.
What, 3?
31-1.
31-4.
Read that in Lamentation, in case we forgot the thought. Verse 5 and 5.
Lamentations chapter 5, verse 5. Our necks are under persecution. We labor and have no rest.
So let's read this now. 31-4.
The book of Sirach, chapter 31, verse 4.
The
poor laboreth.
Read on.
In his poor estate.
We laboreth in our poor estate. The poor laboreth in his poor estate. Read on.
And when he leaveth off. Read on. He is still needy.
How many of y'all going through that right now?
Oh, man.
How many you get off work and still broke?
I know that was in the Bible right
How you get off work and still broke?
That's the Israelites for sure.
How do you clock out? You punch in your numbers. It's like, man, do I got gas to get on?
Hey, brother told me that this is affliction. Brother told me today, all praises. My wife got that job. I'm good now. I'm like, he's happy because his wife has to work. We be happy to work. That's how afflicted we really are.
Man, I'm telling you, we are troubled on every side.
You know, there was a
Facebook
meme. It was like a little something that I seen on Facebook, and it said, when the husband was coming home, he said to the wife, "You've been home all day and the house is still dirty." And the wife says to him, "You've been working all day and we still broke."
Oh man. Hey, y'all be careful with that. That is a true statement. Y'all be careful with that. I heard some bad stuff coming from that. Hey, we pour it together. Don't worry about it.
Hey, this segues perfectly though, because I want the sisters to know that in case they think they can rise above this without us. Y'all suffering this oppression just like us, and we're gonna show you how the other nations feel about you, sisters. Go ahead and play that video.
Yeah, let's get it.
Right, Bette Midler?
So, Bette Midler, she tweeted, "Women are the N-word of the world. Raped, beaten, enslaved, married off, worked like dumb animals, denied education and inheritance, enduring the pain and danger of childbirth and in life."
Glad you can find the humor in this. But yes, in light of the Kavanaugh hearings, Bette went off on Twitter by using the title of a 1972 John Lennon song, "Women is the N-word of the world." And people were pissed.
So she was quoting a song. Let's get that song. Let's get that song. You know, in preparing for the class today, I said, how did this slip under the radar?
Never heard the song.
Never heard the song. All right. So now, play the video. Play the video of the song, and then we'll pull up the words.
It's an old
I
song.
got the video. It's right underneath the video we just played.
Third one? Might be the third one.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. And then be prepared to pull up those lyrics. You just want to hear a few seconds. We just want to hear the line. We don't need to listen to his whole song.
Are we too loud for you? Welcome to the rehearsal. The next song is one of those many songs of ours that get banned. It's something Yoko said to me in 1968. It took me till 1970 to dig it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woman is the nigger of the world. Yes, she is. Think about it. Woman is the nigger of the world.
My brother's in here singing that song. Stop singing that song.
Do something about it.
All right. Pull the lyrics up.
Hey, you know he tried to put like a soul beat to that
Wait a
thing.
minute. Wait a
You peeped
minute.
that.
Trying to put like a singing the blues type soul beat to that thing. Too.
Yeah, this was one of the Beatles.
Yoko Ono wash pot behind.
Hey,
A wash
get
pot
that.
and the dog. That's a hell of a couple right there.
Hey, you got the lyrics? Okay, so I want them to be able to see the lyrics on YouTube and on Periscope. It says that this is by John Lennon and Yoko Ono. You know, John Lennon was very, very popular.
I didn't even see the
right?
lyrics. That's
It says, woman is the nigga of the world. Yes, she is. Think about it. Woman is the nigga of the world. Think about it. Do something about it. We paint her face and dance. Yeah, you got to scoot that over again. Okay. If she won't be a slave, we say that she don't love us. If she's real, we say she's trying to be a man. While putting her down, we pretend that she's above us. Woman is the nigga of the world. And then it goes on. You can YouTube the, or you can get the lyrics yourself. But the black woman in America has tried to assimilate into the society of Edom, right, and leave us behind. Not all of our sisters, but there are a number of our sisters that try to assimilate into Esau society. And then you have an Edomite woman, Bette Midler, who says, well, the woman is the new nigga, right? She ain't suffering the same oppression as the black woman. She said the woman is the new nigga. That's covering, they saying this about all of us. So when we bring out this show saying that these are the beginning of sorrows, sisters, y'all not going nowhere without us. We came over here in slavery together. This is how we going to leave together. You are not going to be able to escape this oppression without us.
Where you finna go? 'Cause I'm finna go to Deuteronomy 28. You going to Deuteronomy 28 by any chance?
Now go ahead.
All right, go to Deuteronomy 28:43.
it's Officer OC, y'all. Thank you for joining the show, my brother. In case y'all didn't know.
So Deuteronomy 28:43, because obviously if you are comparing a woman And he's trying to get the point across that a woman is at a low state, right? So he didn't compare, say, a woman is a child, a woman is treated like a baby. No, he went below all of those. He said the woman is the nigga. So my question is, what are you saying about our race exactly? Oh, so this is a wake-up call for anybody that thinks we equal, anybody that thinks we on the same state. No, and the other nations understand that, but we don't. We are the only people that are lost when it comes to this.
I'm still trying to figure out how to process this. Like, how did he come up with that song and just be able to perform it?
That's another thing.
In front of people. Like, how did he do that?
Exactly.
That was in front of a lot of people too.
I'm trying to figure out what,
back and forth.
It was at a concert.
Somebody saying, "No, I get it.
blamed
I see
it
what
on
he's
his
saying,
wife.
but I think he's not racist. I just want to hear some.
He blamed it on Moab.
I want to.
Yeah,
I want to hear what.
He said she came up with that.
Right.
That's what he called a she. But
hey, read that scripture, man.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 43. The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high.
Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
So low that you are the woman that is the nigga. The woman is now compared to the nigga. That's how low you are. He's trying to let you know, however low the woman is, you are comparable to a black person.
you know how?
Yeah, that's his woman.
You know what kind of
It's
BS?
compared to it being a nigga.
Kind of BS that is though, because a white woman ain't never been low in society, right? So think about it. He's saying the woman is the nigga of the world, right?
Right.
What about the nigger woman?
Exactly.
That means she must be the lowest of the low. And now black women don't even think about how they really look at them.
Right.
When the last time we seen the Edomite woman lynched?
Yeah.
That's a subliminal and bed middle.
And Jake can think that message talking about them.
Yeah.
The woman or the nigga. No, you already a nigga.
Yeah.
So now you a two-time nigga.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. You lower than low.
That's what that means. Wake up. Go to Isaiah. Woman that rise up at ease. Wherever that's at. Read that real quick.
Hey, we are a derision.
I'm gonna care how you get the balls just to say
32 and 9.
the nigga of the world like that without thinking we ain't gonna say nothing about it.
Isaiah 32 and 9. Read.
What time was that?
But look, that song was
Black
out in
Panther should have
the
tore that concert up,
early
man.
70s.
That was the Panther time, right? That one Black Panther. When Black Panthers was 60s. That's close enough. That's right there. That's close enough.
And wait a minute, the craftiness. I want to see if y'all caught that. He said she bought the concept to him in '68. He ain't dig it until
Panthers,
70.
boy. Panthers should have tore that whole concert up. To come out with a song like that. John Lennon.
You got it?
Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9.
Read.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease.
Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Read.
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Read.
Give ear unto my speech.
So the Most High is telling y'all, wake up. Wake up. The black man and black woman are being assaulted. Verbally, musicianally, financially.
Hey, is that a word?
Yes.
It's a word now. We don't give a damn about the slave language.
Just know you are getting oppressed.
Musicianally, we are being oppressed.
Most definitely.
Oh, man. The Most High said this is the beginning of songs. I want to pull up that video you had about the sad reality of our world, Captain.
Yes,
Can you set that up?
Yes, let's pull that up. It's a black and white film. It's called The Sad Reality of the World. Actually, we have two videos that pretty much touch on the same thing. I want to get this one first, and then we'll get the Matrix one last. Sad reality.
Cap, I feel like you pointing this video at me.
Huh? No, hey.
I feel like you coming at me.
That's the way it feel. The wind blow wherever it listed, brother. That's it. see that? Stop it right there.
Hey, that's real.
You see that?
man?
Hey, this is a cartoon, animated, but it's reality. If you look at what's going on in this part of it, you see the faces that they have is sad, they're sleepy or whatever. They're just all out of character, right? And what they're expressing on the phone is LOL, laugh out loud. This is what they're sending people. So they're sending people an image of their life that they're not really living. They're sending people that they're happy and they're excited about life, but they're really suffering.
Hey, Cap, I really laugh when I write LOL. All right? I'm really laughing.
Hey, some people. But when you look at Facebook, for an example, you wouldn't have to validate that you live in a happy life. I see some posts, and hey, if you do it, then that's on you. I'm just saying, for the most part, some people really do this. Now, if you one of the people that just post whatever, then post. Don't let me stop you. This is what I'm going to say, though. You'll get some people that post, and it's more so sisters, a lot of brothers too, but it depends on what it is. A lot of sisters, they post their relationship on Facebook, and they say, look what me and my husband is out doing. And then really, y'all are not even on the same page. You're portraying a life that you would love to live just to show people a reality that you're not really living. You show people that, yeah, we doing this together, we going out. If you are living that type of life, you wouldn't have to advertise it. You understand? It's not something that you should promote. It's just something comes naturally. You just do it. Sometimes the best moments you don't really catch on film. So how is it that you out to eat, you having a good time, you able to catch a snapshot of your plate, everybody's face, and you and the person that you sitting out at dinner with? The best moments you really never catch on film. So what are we doing? We are really suffering, but we're trying to portray an image. This is what social media has done. It got us connecting closely with internet, but we're really departed from one another. Because you look at this, the most fights, the most murders, they stem off Facebook and Instagram. You know what I mean? The people that died just off Instagram and Snapchat posts because somebody said something. It's a lot of people, a lot of divorce rates that you see just off Facebook. It's a lot of stuff going on in this world, and we so locked into the iPhone 10 and Xbox 360 and PlayStation 4, 5, 6, and all of this stuff. It's too many distractions. We're not looking at the signs of the time. Christ is getting ready to show up. A lot of the stuff that we see on this earth is signs for us to get ready. This is not the life that we were meant to live. Why are we trying to force a life that we're not actually living? Like, again, Facebook. All this stuff is just a mirage. So you can play the stuff.
So we want men.
Mirage.
We want men to have congregations to see how many likes we have, like on Facebook congregations. We want men to congregate on Facebook to see how many likes you get for a video or a class. We're meant to actually congregate together, like what we're doing right now.
Congregate together. I'm gonna tell you now.
Okay.
Here's the thing with I'm gonna say
thousands
something.
of followers.
It's easy to follow.
Okay, everybody following me.
Easy to respond on that. Here's the thing. This is not our words. I don't give again, the hearts, maybe it does something for Periscope, but it's not going to make or break the show if you don't see a whole bunch of hearts flown across the screen. We just want the message to get out. If somebody learns something from it at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. I don't care about the numbers because, again, the scripture says you don't rejoice in the multitude of children. If you got 100 children and 99% of them wicked, then what's the use of having all these kids? You understand? The Most High said 2 out of the city, 1 out of the family. He ain't looking for everybody in the city. He destroyed the entire earth. He wasn't looking for numbers. He grabbed 8 people, and he dealt with them, and now we look what we have. Just 8 people. The Most High ain't looking for everybody. Many shall be called, and few shall be saved. We're not looking for likes. We're not looking for applause. We're not looking for, hey, all praises to the Most High. You don't got to tell me that. You big that praise to the Father. I don't have to see you type that to me for me to understand that you give glory to the Father. You do that in your own time. Do that in the closet like Christ told you. Again, that's how I stand upon it. I don't have to see that stuff.
That's heavy that you said that. Real quick, let me get Psalms 127 and verse 2.
Hey, I don't need validation for the truth. You don't need to validate, this is the truth. I don't need that.
Like just going into what you said, this scripture is going to actually touch on what you mentioned, Captain, about people be posting pictures at the dinner table, just trying to be seen. I see, man, I done seen some crazy stuff on Facebook where brothers will post stuff of material items that they receive and call it the fruits of their labor.
Yeah.
Read that real quick. Psalms 127 and 2.
The book of Psalms, chapter 127, verse 2. It is vain.
It is what?
It is vain.
It is vain
for you to rise up early.
For you to rise up early.
To sit up late.
Sit up late.
To eat the bread of sorrows.
It's vain for you to rise up early, worry about the next Facebook post, to sit up late, to worry about who's liking your picture, so on and so forth, and eat the bread of sorrows that America has offered you. Mm-hmm. And you're satisfied with that. The majority of our people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen people catch attitude like, yeah, she ain't like my picture. I know they saw it. I got a view from her. She ain't like it. I didn't get as many hearts. That means they got something against. I knew she never liked me. She was looking at the video. She never liked it. And again, we chase after these things. Again, I was telling the officer. I said, you know what we can do? A lot of the videos that we have on YouTube, we could just repost those things. Like, why make new videos? We ain't talking about nothing different. Just repost them. Like, just one of these things back out again.
Stop hoeing.
Repost them. And then guess what? The views will go back down off that video, and it'll come back with 2 as opposed to whatever it had before. It don't matter at the end of the day. Somebody learned off the video. That's what it's about at the end of the day. Because when Christ shows up, Facebook is gone. Yeah. Christ ain't sending no Twitter out. You ain't going to be able to check your iPhone and say how many likes I got. Okay, all right.
Cap, you're gonna see Christ in person.
You're going to see Christ in person. and your Facebook views don't matter at that time.
You're going to see him.
Ain't nobody going to be Facebook live and in the wilderness. Right. Nobody going to be doing that.
Nah. So you need to practice that with a what? With a congregation. I would advise you to do that.
Say what?
Be in the body, like the officer said. That's what matters. That's a law.
Somebody better tell Christianity, because I was listening to a Christian program the other day, and they're talking about an artificial intelligence, like an android Christ in the future.
Man.
Major Christian radio station, I heard that.
You know, that's why it says in the scriptures, pride is the beginning of sins. Because it'll be a brother or sisters, especially men. It'll be a man's pride that his mind will tell him, I don't have to take orders from another man. His pride will tell him that. And he say, I'm a grown man. I work, I pay my own damn bills. So why do I got to listen to you? That's pride.
Christ is a man too. You going to tell him the same thing? What's the difference? Let's play. No, go back. I want you to go back to that video. And then we'll play this one. I want you to go back. We just stopped there to expound on the point, but you can play. That's called dating, online dating. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, go back real quick. Go back real quick. Play it right there. Pause it. No. Go keep going. Right there. You see what's going on in the background? These systems are failing. While we distracted on our phones, looking at the next game, the next football season plan, while we worrying about voting, the systems are falling. Give me that real quick in the book of Revelations 18. While we so distracted, we're not looking at the signs of the time, the beginnings of sorrows, the signs that will happen before Christ actually shows up. We don't see that we're in a falling system. In order for them to keep us distracted, not panic and worry, to keep this cycle going, to keep us spending money, to keep us in the system, keep us going on the just the way we are, going to work, coming back from work, commuting back and forth to work, being with our children, our family for a short amount of time for you to go back to work. This is the system. This is what they're not telling us, that America is falling and it's falling. They're preparing so they can get up out of here. We stuck in the system saying, what new iPhone I'm going to buy? Oh, I can't wait for the holiday seasons to come up. God already told us that read that real quick, verse 2.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen.
Babylon the Great is falling, is fallen. This is what God is telling us. This city is fallen, is fallen. Read on.
And has become the habitation of devils.
And this is something that you would never see. You'll never see it fall until it's down. Most High say he's going to destroy this city in 1 hour. That's when it's down. That's going to happen in one hour. But it's already fallen. Why are you voting into a system that's already fallen? You cannot save America. It's already doomed. The judgment is already decreed. So for you to vote into a system that Christ is going to destroy, what does that make you? What does that make you now against Christ? An antichrist. You're trying to save a system that Christ has come to destroy. Christ ain't going to redeem America. Christ is not going to sit in the White House and run things from there to correct everything that Trump messed up, to correct anything that Obama messed up. He don't deal with politics. He don't deal with democracy. He's not going to be voted in every other year. You're not going to vote him in the polls.
Hey,
Christ is coming to destroy this thing and start all over again. That's what he's going to do.
That White House is going to become the Black House because anything you throw in a fire turns black.
Oh, that house is dumb.
Be the soot house.
That White House is dumb.
Soot.
They make movies
Crazy
about it all the
people
time.
or
the White House falling, something like that.
Yeah. I know they made a couple movies about that.
Couple movies because they already know what's going on. They show you what's going on. They just keep you distracted. They want to know how much you know about how much is falling. So they throw some stuff out there to show you, look, doomsday preppers, get ready. The guns are ammo sold here for this. This is the way you have all of these, what do you call them? Camping hacks and stuff like that, where you can turn batteries into lights. They're showing you what they're getting ready for. They know the system is falling, so they'll put these things out there to see who's preparing their minds for it. Who's downloading pictures, looking at all of these life hacks to try to get themselves ready. Okay, nobody's watching. All right, that was just a test. Let's put some more shows out there. Put some more Flavor of Loves out there. We need some more we need some more TV sitcoms so they can be distracted.
Message.
They already know what's going on. Their system is falling. Okay, so play some more of this and let's go straight to the Matrix. Straight to the Matrix, which we already in. Tell me that's not going on today.
World Star.
That's the world today. That's the world we live in. And guess what? Here's the thing about it. You can stop that. It's over. They're just showing you that everybody's going to continue with what it was just doing. But here's the thing about that. You see, they showed a girl jumping off the building and everybody filming it on the way down. Yeah. In Daytona, that just recently happened. There was a brother that jumped in the water. He couldn't swim. Instead of people helping him, they put it on, I think it was Facebook Live or something like that, Instagram. They filmed him drowning instead of somebody jumping. This is not old. This is like maybe 2 months ago. We was down in Daytona. That happened around that time. I forget when we was down there. But they literally watched their brother drown and they filmed him and put it on Facebook Live or Instagram, one of them. This stuff really happens.
Damn shame. That's crazy.
It is a shame. Let's play this real quick. We got a lot more we want to roll into.
You said, hold on, because you said the Facebook, the brother drowning, right?
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
So I'm gonna go back to Matthew 24:8, right? It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. I'm going to jump down to verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, that means sin, the love of many shall wax cold. So that's what happens when you're not trying to help somebody, but you're going to Instagram they deaf, Facebook they deaf, World Star they deaf. That's the beginning of sorrows. That's what we live in today. You got that Matrix? Go ahead and play the Matrix.
I got the thing right here.
You got it?
Yeah.
You gonna send it to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
All right.
There's another one in Daytona. This is one I just Googled right here. But check this out.
I knew about the one in Daytona where they threw the brother over in the.
And we actually, if you watching and you in Daytona, we out there. We've been out there, and brothers told us to leave your city. We're just letting you know we coming back. We coming back.
We'll be back.
All right, pull that one up right there.
Feel me?
Oh man, this is not even the one that I was talking about. Just to show you how often this things happen. This happens. Officer, read that. We're gonna read this article.
Teens who laughed and recorded a drowning man in his final moments won't face charges.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they got a video. I might just go ahead and play the video. See if we can play that. If not, we'll just read it.
Following video.
Get out the water, you gon' die.
A blatant disregard for human life.
We not finna help your ass. You finna die.
A group of Florida teens taunt a drowning man while filming his final moments from afar.
Ain't nobody finna help you, dumb. Shouldn't have got in there.
In the 2-minute-long video clip, the 5 teen boys between the ages of 14 and 16 can be heard laughing as the man struggles to stay afloat in a pond in Cocoa, Florida. Rather than call for help, the teens recorded the incident on cell phone, chuckling while they watched the man die. They say this when the man goes underwater and doesn't resurface.
He just died. Bro, what, bro?
The state of Florida currently does not have a law where a citizen is obligated to render aid for anyone in distress or call for help. Both Cocoa Police and the state attorney's office say they are frustrated that no one can be held accountable in this incident. We are deeply saddened and shocked at both the manner in which Mr. Dunn lost his life and the actions of the witnesses to this tragedy. We can find no moral justification for either the behavior of the persons heard on the recording or the deliberate decision not to render aid to Mr. Dunn. Police say the victim, 31-year-old Jamel Dunn, got into an argument with his mom and possibly his fiancée the afternoon of July 9th. 10 minutes after the fight was over, police say Dunn scaled a fence surrounding a pond near his family's home and walked into the water. His family reported him missing 3 days later. The teen stayed quiet about what they saw, so police didn't know where to look. Dunn's body wasn't discovered until 5 days after his death.
I feel like something should be done to them.
The victim's sister posted the video of the drowning on Facebook. In a Facebook Live post, she questioned the teen's humanity.
They could sit there and watch somebody die in front of their eyes. Well, imagine what they're going to do when they get older.
Nick Valencia, CNN, Atlanta.
Alrighty. So this is a brother that died in the water. And while these brothers just laugh, this man was out there drowning. And they recorded it. You can hear him in audio. Yeah, he dead now. It's like, we're not going to help your dumb ass. You talking about a man out there drowning, about to die. They want to post it. Read that real quick in Matthew 24. It's a shame.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound.
And because sin shall abound.
The love of many shall wax cold.
The love of many shall wax cold. There is no regard of life. Every time you turn on the news, somebody lost their life. I don't know if people understand. Guns kill people. Like, they literally can take your life. Like, the way people shoot people nowadays is like, yeah, he better not do it no more. Like, this is a lesson to learn. Like, he's going to come back and y'all can actually work things out next time. People shooting guns like it ain't nothing. Taking people out left and right. This is what Christ was talking about. The love of many is going to wax cold, and because iniquity shall abound. It's people dying because of drive-bys. We just turned on my phone this morning. You got 3 people that were shot in Orlando. One is dead, and one in a critical condition, and the other one wounded. Just shot. It's just people just dying left and right. These are the times that we're living in. And then when you speak to our brothers and sisters that's out on the street, when we go and talk to them, nobody's watching the news. Nobody know what's going on. Nobody don't see all of this death that's around them.
That's
and
crazy.
we still think we got time in this world. We don't know it. You look at what just happened in, what was it, Tallahassee? I think with the yoga, the yoga lunch. You could just be living your ordinary life. You think you going to go get 30 minutes in just to go get some exercise before work, and a man come up in a yoga lounge and shoot everybody in the building. You do not know when you're going to leave this earth. A lot of people don't look at God's. You brought this out yesterday. That was the spirit. A lot of people think the Lord's day is when he just shows up. The Lord's day could be your day. When he shows up in your time and you now put to death. That could be the day of the Lord for you. Now, there is one appearing that he will come, but the day of the Lord can happen at any time to anybody. That's what we don't understand. I want to get that real quick before we go to before we play in this matrix. Give me that in the book of Ecclesiastes 11. Ecclesiastes 11:9.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11 and verse 9.
Read verse 7.
Verse 7. Truly, the light is sweet and a pleasant thing.
When you understand that light, it goes back to Ecclesiastes talking about life. Read on.
Pleasant thing it is for the eyes to behold the sun.
It is a pleasant thing for the eyes to behold the sun, meaning a life. Read on.
But if a man live many years and rejoice in them all, yet let him remember the days of darkness, for they shall be many. All that cometh is vanity.
Verse 9.
Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes.
When you read that, it's not talking about just live a life that you want to live. It's talking about the law, statutes, and commandments. Solomon's not telling us to live the life that we want and live YOLO. He's talking about in respect of God's commandment. That's what he's talking about. The sight of thine own eyes. Read on.
But know thou.
But know this also. Read on.
For that all these things God will bring thee into judgment.
But knowing this also, while you're rejoicing in your life, knowing that also God will bring a judgment. And guess what? We all hold that judgment. The judgment is the day of death. Regardless of how much good we do upon earth, though our days yet, we keep God's commandments, we're going to live a long life. But the day of judgment is going to happen to all flesh. That's the judgment he declared from the beginning. Everybody will see death. Question is, when will you see it? So why would you play around and wait for the end of the year so you can make your New Year's resolution? I say this all the time. Why would you wait for the beginning of January to say, Lord, I now want to change? That's a pagan tradition for you to wait for the beginning of the year and then ask for forgiveness and seek the Lord. You're supposed to do that now while you got life. Not wait. That's a pagan tradition. That's worshiping the god of Janus. But play this real quick.
At last. Welcome, Neo. As you no doubt have guessed, I am Morpheus.
It's an honor to meet you.
No. The honor is mine. Please, come, sit.
I'm going to narrate this one as well. There's a couple things I want to bring out in this. Skip ahead real quick. I want to be too long on this video. Just a little
right
bit.
Right now, you're feeling a bit like Alice.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Do you believe in fate, Neo?
Just play it right now.
No.
Why not?
Because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
I know exactly what you mean.
Newsflash, nobody's in control of their life. You understand that? Stop it real quick.
Let me tell you why.
Ain't nobody in control of their life. I'm going to show you that through the Bible. Nobody in control. We all live our life through a divine destiny. The Most High has everybody's life plan. Okay, now you can control that. Now he's not going to give you the okay or the yes or no whether or not that you actually made it into the kingdom of heaven. Your actions define that, but he already know who's going to follow him and who's going to betray him. Christ knew that who should betray him when Judas was sitting at the table. So we all live our life through divine destiny or through fate, like you said. We're not in control of that. Read that, Proverbs 16 and 1. 16 and
1.
Hold on, let me see.
You want a man's goings or the Lord?
Yeah, read 16 and 1. Read all the way down to 2.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 1. The preparations of the heart in man, and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
The preparations of the heart, the things that you prepare in your heart to do, you set your mind to do, and the answer of a tongue before you speak is what? Read on.
All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes.
No, it's and the answer of a tongue is from the Lord. Now get that one. Where is it? 14.
Man's goings.
Man's goings. 21. Yeah.
Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord.
A man's goings are of the Lord. So we all live our life through some type of control. That's what the Father does. You can't, again, you're not your own person. When you go outside of what he wants you to do, which is keep his commandments, that's when you find yourself in turmoil, because we don't follow the path that he already laid. That's what's called pride. Pride is one that turneth his heart from God. Let's play it on.
Yeah. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there.
All right.
Like
stop.
a splinter in your
That's the
mind.
part I want to... right. He said, you know something is wrong. You felt it all of your life. You know there's something wrong with the world. It's like a splinter in the back of your mind. When you look at you listen to a lot of our people talk without them even acknowledging the truth. They know there's something wrong with the world. They know there's something wrong with our people. Everybody say the same thing, like the sisters we were talking about. Hey, I think we just crabs in a barrel. I think we just can't get nowhere because we don't respect one another. We know that something is wrong.
Coach before that said the same thing.
Everybody say the same thing. We know there's something about us that's not right. It can't be just because we just, I don't know what you want to call it. It can't be just because we just, what's the word I'm looking for? It's when you look at it, it's like everybody's saying the same thing, but nobody can't put a finger on it. It's like we're cursed people. Nobody can't put two and two together. We can't own businesses. We don't respect one another. We're being gunned down, last hired, first fired. Nobody put two and two together. We just know that there's something wrong. Like we created everything in the earth, but we're the base. And then you get all of these songs that like the woman is the nigga of the world. Like we see these things like who else is going through this? Chinese ain't going through this. Ishmaelites, Arabs ain't going through this. What is wrong with us? We all have that in our minds that something is not right, but we have never put two to two together to say, you know what? We are cursed people. This is the answer to it. We know there's something wrong, but we refuse to do something about it. We just say, well, that's just the way life goes. We choose to accept. We accept the curse.
Yeah.
Most I say it says, are you what do you say? You
homeborn slave.
Yeah, you're a homeborn slave. This is a question that he was asking. You accept these things? Like this is not the life that you were made to live. But you accept these things. You settle for less. You accept the curse. You make a sentence of death. You sign this agreement with hell. You're in agreement with it. You love lies. You love vanity. It's like and all of these things are in our people's mind, but we don't know how to fix it. That's why we need shows like this to talk about it.
That's why it says in one of the curses, cursed shall be thy basket and thy store, because when we hire our own people, we can't even depend on our own people to get the job done right. They want hook me up because I know
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then we look at that and like, man, I can't hire black people. I can't do that. I can't hire Hispanic people. They just don't do right. Like the brother that was in Cincinnati, his father passed. I think he left him behind some money, and he had opened up his house for I think just open it up for the neighborhood for people to come in, play basketball, play games and stuff like that. And then he came back. I think he realized that the house was being burglarized. So he came back and he found some brothers in there. They beat the hell out of him.
Right.
They stole everything and beat the hell out. He did a video chat like, I can't do nothing for my people.
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with us. I try to do good for my community. I don't know what's wrong with us. Everybody's saying the same thing. I don't know what's wrong with us. It's always there. It's that split in our mind. We don't know where to put the focus to.
Then when we talked to one of the leaders of the city, he said, I'm good.
Yeah, that was a pastor that said that.
That was a pastor, right? I'm good. I know who I am.
See, yeah.
So what you talking about, he's not worried about going out and helping the lesser brother.
Mm-hmm.
You get yourself together, then you come on in here and give me some money.
It's something wrong with us.
Yeah,
Like,
I got the answer to it. Deuteronomy 28 and 28 and Deuteronomy 28 and 28. This is what you said. The split in our mind. You said because it was something specific that you said. We all have that same feeling and that same emotion. Not by chance. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart.
That's the key part. We all have that astonishment of heart. The heart is your mind. In the back of our minds, we know something ain't right.
Yeah, we know it.
We know it. But we coming up out of the curses, we able to identify it. But they still under that curse. They still have that astonishment of what is it? That's why I say we grope at noonday as it's darkness. Because we don't understand. We don't see it. We do not see. Why can we not get it right? And it's because we will not come back under the heads of the Most High God and keeping His commandments. It's that simple. We won't pull the plug.
And you notice when we do in the class after we shut down for the Sabbath, we invite we welcome in new members, and we ask them, "How did you find the truth?" You'll notice that some people say, "Well, I knew that there was something. I knew there was something about us. I just couldn't put my finger on it." And then when I heard y'all brothers on YouTube, I seen y'all brothers on the street, it was like, "That's it. That's what I was missing." And a lot of us came in through conspiracy theories. That's how I came in. That's how I sought for the truth. I just knew something was wrong with this world. Like, you look at the TV, the stuff that they portrayed, that the sex symbols and Lion King, all this stuff at the back of the dollar bill, like something is wrong with this world. It's some evil going on. So I came in through that. But we know something is wrong, but we can't put a finger on it. That's why the Most High sent His prophets out to show you the vision. Because He said, without vision, our people perish. That's what we're showing you today.
Message.
So you play on it. I think I got what I want out of this. You can actually end this. Let's get into some more. We're going to open up the lines too. For those of you that are online, you can call into the radio show. The number is 407-545-4624. Again, call in, brothers and sisters. The number is 407-545-4624. Call in if you got any questions, any comments. We love to hear feedback. How did you come into the truth? What did you realize about this world that wasn't right? What brought you into the truth? If we can get some of y'all to call in, maybe it'll influence others to come into the truth because maybe they see the same thing. I know how I came in. I knew something wasn't right and I was ready to fix it or either find my purpose, and I found it.
All right, so let's go. We got an article.
Next video.
We got an article. We want to get into.
Call in.
A woman recorded her unconscious friend being raped. So now we want to get into again. The show is the beginning of sorrows, and this is how wicked
her
that our
friend.
people can
You see how
be.
crazy
to
that
each other.
title sound? You
Right.
recorded your friend. That's your friend?
Right.
That's crazy. Even that word friend nowadays. Oh, they friended me. Or
That's a,
nobody ain't your friend
that was
on
a friend
Facebook
of me.
for real. That ain't no real friends. You know that, right?
That ain't real.
Somebody you never met or talked to
It ain't real.
or seen video, whether in person, you know it's not your real friend, right?
Hey, all you gotta do is push a button saying accept. Now that's your friend.
That's your friend.
Oh, they accepted me. That's my friend.
Right.
Or let me put all my business to her. Let me show you.
Right.
This is what I'm going through today.
Hey.
How do you feel? Facebook asks you that. How do you feel today? This is how I feel.
Esau's
I
playing-
got fired today. I'm
Yeah.
pissed off.
Playing over our heads, man. For real, you think about it, he created that. Now all of a sudden, now we friends. It's because he put a app out there so you can say just using that word.
Hey, Facebook is a social media mood ring.
Said Facebook.
Remember the mood ring?
They say Facebook was a breakthrough for the CIA. They said they can figure out a lot of criminals just through Facebook. He says CIA said that Facebook was the greatest thing that ever happened.
Hey, Shalom,
crack
caller.
cases.
Shalom family.
Shalom,
I was
sis.
just calling to share my experience. I know you said to call in. So when I first came, before I came into the truth, I have a teenage son. He's not a teenager, and I had to push him and say, as black people, we have to work harder because they automatically think that we're gangsters, and we automatically think that we're no good and we're lazy. And I saw that light in my son's eyes go out. And then I said, like, why I have to tell my son this? Why I have to tell my son this? Because, Caucasians don't tell their sons this. Asians don't tell their sons. And then from there, something just kept nagging at me that something was wrong. I should have to tell my son that, you have to work harder and people automatically think that you're a gangster. So I found a video about Jehovah Witness from IUIC. I think some Jehovah Witnesses came to the door, and I think it was Deacon Abiel and another guy that was speaking to them. And from there, that's when I came into the truth. So I was just calling to share that.
All praises to the Most High. I know exactly what video you're talking about. All praises. I know. I think it's Jehovah Witness knocks on the wrong door. I remember that.
Yes, and I didn't know who was Abiel yet, but when I saw it again, I said, "Wait, that's Deacon Abiel." Yeah.
All praises, sis. All
Thank
praises.
you. Shalom,
Thank you.
family.
Shalom, sis. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
Wait, it says woman recorded unconscious friend being raped on social media and shared on social media. Prosecutors say. All right, scroll up. So that's a picture. Wait a minute.
Chicago. What's up with Chicago, man?
Hey, Chicago, man.
Captain Romney, what's going on here,
Captain
man?
Romney, man. They ain't doing no work out.
Beth Ray Harris. Beth Ray Harris is charged in connection with sexual assault. All right, that's her mugshot. It says a Chicago woman was charged last week after she allegedly filmed her unconscious friend being sexually assaulted. There's that word, right? Friend, right?
You know that's the same thing we just looked at. I don't know if y'all paying attention to the video, that little cartoon we played. She was dancing, everybody filming it, looking at it, and then she ended up on the cliff. That's what this does right here. She filmed that and she put it on the internet. This woman's body exposed, being just manipulated. Everybody just is taking advantage over this sister, taking advantage over this sister's body, and it's posted on the internet. Now everybody know what she looked like. Everything about her is out on social media.
Right.
And she's supposed to live and respect her after that. That's her friend. Like, sis,
Right.
I ain't know you did that, girl. I was out of it. We had fun. Was she supposed to come back and say that?
Right.
The sister probably got kids. That kids probably say, yeah, I seen your mama. Look.
Yeah.
Live.
That's damaging.
Scroll up.
Spirit.
Cause I seen
That's
something.
sick,
Scroll
man.
up. 36.
Sick.
You 36 years old doing something like this?
So it says, Beth Ray Harris, 36, is accused of posting videos and photographs of a 23-year-old female friend who had passed out after drinking at a party August 24th. Harris and the victim got into a heated argument over a mutual male acquaintance. You know those words right there. So
you see how they cover up saying, you see how they cover up saying a mutual male acquaintance.
A dude they both was messing with.
Right.
Wow.
There you go.
Right.
While they were both at a party together, before they left to attend another event and eventually returned to the 36-year-old's apartment. Assistant State Attorney Nora Gill said Thursday during a bond hearing at the Cook County Criminal Courthouse, the Chicago Sun-Times reported. Prosecutors said the 23-year-old had been drinking heavily during the night, and she fell asleep shortly after getting to Harris's home. They also alleged that after returning to the apartment, Harris allowed at least one or potentially several men to sexually assault the victim while she slept. Gill told the court in one of the videos the victim lay naked as an unidentified man grabbed her buttocks and exposed her vagina to the camera, and that Harris allegedly can be heard narrating the assault on the video, at one point warning the man not to wake the victim.
So where's Titus 2 being applied in this?
She need to be locked up.
Where is the Proverbs 31 Titus 2 woman in this individual? Because she's 13 years older than this sister. So that's why it says with astonishment.
It says the woman reportedly woke up the following morning completely naked and sore. Go ahead, scroll up. And before she left the apartment, Harris allegedly told her a man had had sex with her while she was passed out. So, that's...
She's going to tell her.
Hey.
You want to read the rest? Oh, okay. The victim realized after she returned home, Harris had posted a number of images from the incident on the victim's own Snapchat account, according to prosecutors. So she took her own phone and did that, right? They also said the videos and images were seen by multiple users. Harris was arrested after she was identified by a friend of the victim who saw one of the videos, officials said. Harris's public defender said the accused has 3 children and works as a masseuse and model while studying at a beauty school. What's an Instagram model?
What your mama doing?
Yeah.
That's what your
her
mama
bail
doing.
was set at $150,000.
This stupid stuff, bro.
One sin can destroy many lives. That one situation can destroy so many people's lives. Now them children are being affected by this feud that a grown woman has with a 23-year-old. She's trying to compete, trying to be young again against a 23-year-old, end up damaging that sister's life. She come home wondering why she saw, this man slept with you and there was 2 more other ones. When you passed out, they had sex with you. Our people, again, this is why we pull out videos like in articles like this to show you that there's something wrong with the world. This is what we voted for. Where's the ballot for this right here, for this to stop happening?
Right.
What president we are issuing in to stop this from happening? Where's this on the ballot? I want to stop women from abusing other women because of Snapchat, and stop brothers from selling drugs to each other, and stop the rap music. This is all I want the president to speak about. Where's that on the ballot?
That's Amendment 14. They didn't have it on there this year.
And you know the thing about this voting thing, I didn't get to it yesterday, but our people, we want to vote somebody in, right? And it's masses of people that do it. But they don't understand, I don't care who you put in office, the people create the problems. They're like, it's the president that caused all the problems. It's the city councilman that caused all. It's you. It's the multitude of the people that create the issues.
Absolutely.
So whoever you put in office, nothing is going to change until you can change the hearts and minds of the people that's creating the problem.
Christ said that. He said the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Right.
You want to change, stop looking for a president. You got to change.
And they keep wanting to be upside the white man behind, because Moab and Ishmael don't be trying to vote and go vote somebody in. They don't have no representative. But instead, they got Chinatown over here. You got the Arab stores and all our hoods over here. Our people, you know what's so dumb about the voting thing? You have seen the Amendment 4? The Amendment 4, it passed now that the felons now can vote. So do they really think that all the felony votes really going to count for something? They think, now the felons can vote now. Now we got a million or whatever million more votes now to go towards. The white man is not going to let them votes count for anything, bro. So now the bank robber and the whoever, the murderer, whoever, now can vote now. You think Esau is going to say, oh, yeah, now you can vote and now you can make a difference. And they happy about that thing. Go to Romans 13:1, because that's so the woman that did this, right, she a felon now, right? So now her vote going to count? They ain't going to allow them votes to really count for anything, but y'all happy about that.
They got to throw voters a crumb. Because this is what they voted for felonies to have their rights to voting. They say, well, let's let them make their think they vote.
13 and 11.
We got felonies that can vote now. See, look, your vote really matters. You voted for it, you asked for it, now you got it.
It ain't going to count for a damn
No, it don't
thing.
count.
They're going to see everybody who's a felon that voted and said, make sure these get lost, like they doing right now. You got to watch that thing. Look, they might say, you know what? Maybe we need Gillum to win to calm these Negroes down some more. So we'll have a black governor in Florida. They'll go to sleep. Same thing will be going on. Stand your ground, Lord, whatever the case may be, and we just going to be sleeping.
People
go to Rome.
Israelites, they lost faith in voting, so they gave us Obama. They gave us Obama to say, look, your vote really matters. You voted for this man, now you got him. Now we excited about voting. Voting really, it really counts. We got Obama in, we got him.
It's so
now Trump come in. It's like,
you know what they did with that, right?
Hillary.
Okay, when Obama won, right? The reason why the black people try to say, I was talking to a guy, one of the radio hosts. The reason why Obama couldn't do nothing, because the House didn't have the votes for the Democrats. When Obama was in office, Republicans ran the Congress. So they're saying, well, Obama didn't have. So if your party doesn't run the Congress, whatever you pass, they won't pass it. So now, guess what happened? The Democrats won the House. So now they think that, okay, we got the votes now for Democrats. Now we're gonna be able to do something. So now you got the white man, Trump is the president, but the Democrats run the Congress. So now we think that something's gonna make a change now because they can vote against Trump and they can win. They don't realize Democrat, Republican, it's all the same system.
The same thing. But that's what I was going to say.
The same system.
When did Democrat become a black? Black right.
Exactly.
Where did that illusion come from?
When Bill Clinton was the first the black president that
I
we love.
never see Democrats. I haven't seen them give us a reparations.
Nothing, bro.
I have not seen it yet. I have not seen a Democratic candidate say that you are the Israelites. Wake up. I haven't seen. I just don't.
We gonna deal with that.
And we went into that history. I wanted to get into it yesterday, but
that's the war being pulled over our eyes.
Well, big time.
Read Romans.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
See that one scripture? It says, now knowing the time, we don't know the time. That first part of scripture we don't got. No, it says that scripture says, when you know the time, then you gotta wake up. The problem is we don't even know the time that we in. We still in the party, hanging out, having a good time. Just the carefree lifestyle. Let's finish that up.
Knowing the time, that it is now high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
We have no idea. We think the salvation was Obama. We think salvation is when we got a black president or a black governor or a sheriff or a mayor. That's what we think salvation is. Right, and we got to wake up. Y'all have to wake up.
I'm going to back you up on that point there. Get up 1 Samuel 8. Get 1 Samuel 8 because you said we don't know the time, right?
We don't know
the time. Okay.
1 Samuel chapter 8 verse 5. And said unto him, Behold, thou art old, and thy sons walk not in thy ways. Now make us a king to judge us like all the nations.
Or make us a president. Same thing. Go ahead.
But the thing displeased Samuel when they said, Give us a king to judge us. And Samuel prayed unto the Lord. And the Lord said unto Samuel, Hearken unto the voice of the people in all that they say unto thee.
So the Lord said, Go on, listen to them. Go on, give them. They want a king? Give them a king. Go ahead.
For they have not rejected
Obama. Give him Obama. Give it to him.
Go ahead.
For they have not rejected thee, but they have rejected me.
So the Most High saying that us wanting to vote for a king, we rejected him. Now, give me Hosea 4 and 6. Bring it out.
Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
What's part of that knowledge? We don't know what time it is, like the officer said. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
How did we reject knowledge? When we rejected our God, wanting a king like the other nations. Go ahead.
I will also reject thee.
And that's why we live in the conditions that we live, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Go ahead. You got something else? Okay. All right. So now we got another one. Tennessee mom finds horrific video of men raping 9-month-old daughter. 2 charged. Go ahead, scroll up. This is Thursday, October 18th.
Again, more Israelite faces.
I'm sorry, October 2018.
More of God's people.
Yep. All right. It says Memphis, Tennessee. 2 Tennessee men have been indicted after investigators say cell phone video shows them abusing a 9-month-old baby girl.
They posted a video of this.
Yeah, I remember this story.
This is sick. This is sick.
This is a story I posted, matter of fact. Yeah, after that story.
They posted a video of it.
Crazy.
Again, showing you the mentality. Something wrong with this world. We cannot. It has to be a point where this ends. We cannot look at this world and say this is life. This is not life. You got 2 teenagers raping a 9-month girl.
One teenager. The other one's 22.
22?
Yeah.
19-year-old and a 22-year-old boy raping a 9-month-old girl. You got to see something mentally wrong with this. Something's wrong, mentally unstable.
You know, how can somebody have the audacity to say, God bless America?
It says Isaiah Daquan Hayes, 19, and Darius Jamari Ice, 22, are both charged with aggravated rape of a child and especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor. Scroll down.
That video you showed is crazy. Because everything is on a damn phone. They posted cell phone video. I don't want to see that thing.
According to Fox 13 Memphis, the attack was reported back in October 16 after the baby's mom found the video on her cell phone. The station reports that the mom was able to identify Hayes through Facebook and turned that information over to the police.
Identified through Facebook.
He was subsequently arrested in February and allegedly admitted to the assault. Both suspects were indicted Tuesday. They are being held in Shelby County Jail. I got one more.
Hold on, I want to speak on this.
Go ahead.
This is pretty bad. Go to 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 1.
Terrible.
I just want
It is.
This is like an unbelievable story, bro.
Yeah.
What are the
It
steps
is.
of actually going live on Facebook? You have to click the video and then you have to confirm it, right?
Yeah.
Couple of steps.
And then you gotta. It's some steps in that. Like
There's like a 3-second letting you know you're about to go live.
Right.
they literally had to think this through. Like I'm about to post this.
That ain't even
Like
the part.
where?
You grabbing
I
a
mean,
baby.
What do you see in a 9-month-old baby that attracts you?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at.
Hey, if y'all want to live in this world, y'all shoot for it. I'm
That's
waiting for the kingdom that Christ prepared. This world is sick. I don't want to bring my children up in this world. I'm waiting for Christ to come. I'm scared for my children's generation. I don't know what they're gonna be doing by the time they get older.
How much worse could it get?
This is bad. This is bad. This is bad right here.
I think this is the worst one we saw. Go ahead, read that.
2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number.
Read.
And the way of truth shall be hidden.
And what?
And the way of truth shall be hidden.
The Bible says that the way of truth shall be hidden. That's what we get into. Well, it's only going to be a select few, like the scripture says, he saved 1 cluster of the grapes. This is pretty bad. Read.
And the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith.
And the land shall be barren
What you guys
of
doing over there?
faith. Read.
But iniquity shall be increased.
But what?
Iniquity shall be increased.
That's what we're seeing. This sin, the stuff that you would never think you would have to, as a judge, I would imagine, you don't ever would think that you would have to put somebody away for raping a
baby.
Never.
A baby.
Read.
Iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago.
So it says, iniquity shall be increased above that which thou seest, or that has heard long ago. Because we've seen some crazy stories. The Bible has stories of rape, but you have never seen stories of rape like that. And that's what the Bible's telling you. It's only going to get worse.
We pulled out an article a while ago where you had a young man. What he did was he ripped his mother's heart out, and I think he cut her head off, and he had sex with a corpse afterwards. He had sex with his mother's corpse. He ripped the heart out, cut her head off, and had sex with her body. And then you had another one. This one Deacon Asaph brought out a while back. You had another brother put on. He cut his mother's head off. It was in Bronx. He cut his mother's head off, put it in a trash bag, and went on Facebook Live. Say, look, I told you I'd do it. Showing it to everybody. Hey, We living in some serious times. I advise you all to stay close to the news and watch it so you won't be caught off guard. We look at these things. This is not normal. This is not normal. Well, what else we got? What else we got? We got 15 minutes.
All right. So this is the last video I got. Parental discretion advised. All right. The good old Christian white man gonna use some less than Christian words, but a national Christian school, Christian Academy. Wow. This is an Edomite basketball coach. This is how they get down talking to your black kids. So some of us that are not repentant, you still want your child to take care of you in your lifetime with that big money contract, just know what they're going through.
I'll say it again. Your broke asses back to the fucking the garage. I don't want to hear shit from you. Bottom line. The next thing I hear from you, get the fuck out. Just walk the fuck out. I don't give a shit. I control transcripts. I control where you go next. It could be back to Haiti, motherfucker. That's how easy it is for me. You don't want to... Listen, I'm the one thing that you don't want to cross, because I'm the dirtiest, baddest motherfucker in this earth. Like, because you don't want to get on... First of all, you can't get to my level. You can't. You can't. It's like I said when I came out and you tried to get on Coach Liz and say you're going to fucking... I'm going to show you this, and what did I tell you? I'm gonna send your little. Hey, shut up, stupid ass. I screenshotted it. You know what that's called? What is that called? Fuckface.
I don't know what that's called. Extortion. Never say
it's called extortion. I have it on a text message. You dumb motherfucker. I screenshotted it.
I never say if you're not doing this for me, I'm gonna do this.
No.
Never that.
Yes, you did. It says it.
Hey,
it's all good. It's called extortion.
Look, it's all good. Like I said.
This is what I say.
Like I said.
This is what I say.
I don't care.
This is what I say.
I don't care.
And they say,
I don't care about what you do.
Take your broke ass back. That's what they said. So stop.
Care.
Just zip this. Stop talking. The rest of the thing, you're never. No, you're done talking.
Oh, I'm being done talking.
Stop. You're still talking.
When I was there, I said, "Well, we're gonna make sure
you're still talking."
Shit.
You're done talking.
That's what I'm saying. I've been done talking.
Stop talking.
I've been done
talking. Because now I control everything. I just want you to really know that.
You control what?
I'm gonna fuck you in your ass the next time you talk out of line. I'm gonna take everything from you.
So this is gay.
Let it be known. I'm saying it out loud.
Spirit.
I'm gonna take everything from you. I'm gonna end everything you've ever had.
Okay.
And then I'm going to show that, right, that one text message that you put at 18 years old to the head of a school on stuff you shouldn't have had, on personal property, that you took a screenshot and then you sent a text to it. Mm-hmm. Look up the word. Look up. I know you're retarded. So take one of your friends and have them look up the word extortion. And if you need some help spelling it, right? Maybe Simon can put it on fucking word check. Just stop talking. I'm a bad motherfucker. You crossed me for the last time.
That's it. You got something over, sir?
Go ahead.
Let me get Psalms 18 and 4. Psalms chapter 18, verse 4 and 5. Now, this is for many of our brothers who think that they're going to have an achievement in long-term seeking sports and going into the professional leagues and stuff like that. Okay? It is a dead end that you are bound to hit. Psalms 18 and 4.
The book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 4. The sorrows of death compassed me.
Go ahead.
And the floods of the ungodly men made me afraid.
The floods of the ungodly men is the same flood that we read about in Revelations, those floods that came out of the dragon's mouth. That's the same thing that we just seen right here in this video. The floods of ungodly men. Go ahead.
The sorrows of hell compass me about.
The sorrows of hell compass me about, because due to the fact that our people are in a low state, thinking that they are achieving something by getting a scholarship, by getting the first round draft pick, these are the sorrows that they have to encounter when they deal with these coaches of other nations. Go ahead.
The snares of death prevented me.
And that's what we seen right there. The snares of death confronted this brother right here. And these are coming from the floods that flow out of the dragon's mouth. And when you read Revelation and Genesis chapter 25, it tells you it's a red dragon, which represents the nation of Edom, Esau. These are the floods that are coming out of this man's mouth to our people that want to get involved in the sports world.
And that's the mindset of these coaches. They really think that they own these athletes. And they get that in their mind, not understanding, right, if you go somewhere else, your world's not going to be over. But they get in their mind they're 16, 15 years old. That's what they believe. It's sad, though.
Message.
Hey, pull that next video.
Your favorite soundbite over there, huh? The message.
The white man smacks the MAGA hat off black man's head in Starbucks.
Oh yeah, I seen that one too, man. That was.
I want y'all to catch the irony behind this, though. Yeah, go ahead and play that.
Why he's wearing a black player jersey? Whoever Hill is. Paul Wall. That's Paul Wall.
Serious following dude around Starbucks because he got him a Trump hat. Shit getting real.
What's wrong with my hat? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I'm not taking off my fucking hat.
Shit. He just threw a man's hat on the floor.
So as Officer Maciel so eloquently said, you got Paul Wall here with wait a minute. He got the heel jersey on, right? Wasn't that brother, didn't all Esau hate him because he beat up a white girl or something like that? Anyway, he got his jersey on, right? And then you got the brother with the Make America Great Again hat on, right? And the Edomite dressed up like Jake, he ain't trying to hear none of that. What you vote for Trump for? You got an Edomite want to beat up the brother for vote for Trump. Oh man, you tell me. Hey, the world is out of course, bro.
Yes, it is.
The world is out of course.
I want to say this too to go along with a lot of these videos that's circulating too. I want to read Zephaniah 2:1. I want to read Zephaniah 2:1. I'm gonna say something.
Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We read this often, but it has to be repeated because we still ain't got to this point where we are doing this. So the advice and the counsel and the law that the Lord commanded us to follow is for us as Israel to gather ourselves together. Yea, gather together. Said it twice, right? O nation, what?
O nation not desired.
I know y'all seen a lot of these videos that are now circulating. This happened to both black and Hispanic. Matter of fact, you gotta tell about this. The brothers. What happened to them?
The brothers.
Yeah.
Doing the community service.
But you have notice these incidents that are coming out. Like you can't even go to a barbecue at a park and pull out a grill without somebody calling the police. Like, yeah, they can't be grilling here. They pulling out a grill. They calling the police. A little girl selling water. Yeah, she's selling water. She can't be here. She can't do this. And then a man walk up to his apartment. Yeah, you don't live here. I'm going to call the police. It's becoming a trend now to target black and Hispanic people. And there was another video that circulated. These brothers was working on the hotel. And they was trying to get past this one lady. And they was saying, yeah, you an immigrant. You can't be here. I'm calling the police. You're not supposed to be here. They're like, yeah, look, we work here. Here's our uniforms. Yeah, you can't be here. You trespassing. Like, lady, we work here. We're here we're on a contract. We got business to do here. She blocking them and calling the police. Say, yeah, you touching me, I'm going to call the police. You're assaulting me. Like, it become a trend to call the police on God's people. They're trying to lock us up. They hate us.
Captain, that's nothing new. Jim Crow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jim Crow is nothing new.
He got a situation that he knew about. I want you to bring that thing about what This has happened to Northern Kenya. Hey,
Wish I had his car.
a lot of y'all gonna realize that y'all are with us. Y'all are going through the same thing. You see all of these troops that Trump is rallying up. They target y'all as well. He got over 1,500, 15,000, 15,000 troops just to deal with immigration. For y'all, because y'all trying to come back home and walk on the land that belongs to you, rightfully belongs to y'all. He got 15,000 troops ready to engage in war and locking half of y'all up into places where y'all ain't even eating. Y'all children being snatched from y'all. It's being separated from parents. Parents being put back into Mexico while the children remain over here across the line in the United States. They destroying y'all just like they destroying the blacks in here in America and the Jamaicans and Haitians. They're doing y'all the same way, but y'all think y'all different. The Most High said we ought to gather ourselves together. Y'all ain't nobody different, but y'all just speak Spanish. That's the only thing that separates us. You can bring that situation.
Yeah, Kim Wells teaching. Lord will them brothers see Kim Wells teaching the brothers the other night. So the brothers, I'm gonna try to say it quick. The brothers, they Colombian, so-called Colombian, tribe of Asher. The brother is a real estate agent. I was trying to find his card, but he got a real card, real estate agent. So he was showing his brothers a house. Now they were there with their family, kids, and everything. So when they're showing it, and you know, sometimes they have the houses and it says open house, meaning anybody can come up and look at it's an open house. It's for viewing. So he's going there. Security guard pulls up on him and says, "See the Hispanic?" Says, "Hey, y'all trespassing." He's like, "Nah, I'm a real estate agent. Here's my car. It's what I do." He's dressing the tie and everything. Now you went there with your kids. No, y'all here, y'all robbers, y'all stealing, y'all thief, y'all gonna steal. So he's like, all right, no, we're not doing it. He said, call the police. So he's bold, like, yeah, I know I'm not in the wrong. Yeah. Call the police.
I'm bringing my family out here, my kids, so we can break in the house.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking. Like,
it's a family trip. We both coming to steal it. That's stupid.
I'm gonna come with a suit and tie on to steal at a house. So they're with kids, young kids. So they call the police, and him thinking like, it's why Northern Kingdom got to realize what they are. He's saying, well, I'm in America. I'm not doing nothing wrong. Surely the white man's going to save me. They got there. Police said, no, we agree with the security guard. Y'all are going to jail. They got a trespassing charge. Now they got to do over 150 hours each of community service on their record. Because, of course, who showed up as policemen? It was just Esau. And they said, well, if the security guard want to press charges, he can go ahead and press charges. That's it. Locked up.
Brother, how much money in fines that he got to pay?
I think he's trying to, he said, so he's trying to get a lawyer. He's saying somewhere between $5,000 and $7,000 to try to get the case resolved.
Just because he was on a property that he was trying to sell. He was not breaking no laws. He got to pay all of this money because he's a so-called immigrant. That's how they looked at him. They look at him like Trump said, rapists, terrorists, very, very bad people. Got this brother on trespassing and put him in jail.
But the moral of the story is, agree with the adversary quickly. Got to use wisdom.
The key thing on that is, you got to know who the adversary is. Yeah, he didn't think he was the adversary.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He didn't know who the adversary was.
That was me? Yes, sir, master. I'm out.
All right, brothers and sisters. We got to close down. It is now our time. We back with the show. We had a good time doing it. We brought out a lot of information. But, hey, look, it don't stop there. We have coming up next, Prophesy to the Wind straight from Chicago. Captain Ramia down there in the office is going to bring it out. Make sure y'all tune in. So it doesn't stop here. We got classes 7 days a week, 3 times within the day. The message today is repent and keep God's commandments. We feel that it's our job to bring out update and current topics for you to bring out, for us to bring out, so to enlighten you, to show you that we are living in the last days. Now, we're bringing this out not for you to get sorrow and, just feel bad, just go into depression because you see all of these things happening. We want you to know that these things happening for a reason, and these are the signs of Christ coming. All of this, what we showed to you, is just a wake-up call. There's a better life after this one. And guess what? You don't have to die to get there. That's the Christian church. Yep. Christ said his kingdom is going to be upon earth. He's going to change what you see. He's going to have to get rid of a lot of people. He's going to have to get rid of a lot of Israelites. But it will change for the better. So if you're not with the program, you're going to be erased He's going to delete people.
Gonna delete 2/3 of y'all.
Just like
2/3 of y'all,
Facebook, you unfriend, he's going to unfriend a lot of people in that day. So it behooves us to keep God's commandments. And guess what? You can't send friend requests back. You're done. It's some to everlasting life. It's some to everlasting damnation. You can't poke him and say, "Look, friend me again." It's over with. You understand that? So the message, if you receive anything out of this lesson today, understand this: repent and keep God's commandments, for the kingdom of heaven is with at hand. And with that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.